before we get started, hey, huge shout out. We are loving seeing all of our amazing fans and our friends coming in to see us. We are open now. We do have special guidelines though, so always make sure you're checking our website or calling if you have questions. We do want to make sure we are following not only state guidelines. Remember guys, we have to have extra guidelines because we do have to go and protect our animals. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently than a lot of places locally because we got a lot of things to protect here. So if you do want to come visit us, great. We can't wait to see you. We hope to see you soon. Just make sure you go and check in. And you definitely do have to pre-purchase tickets online as well. I'm also going to say guys, this is something that is going to be a little bit more serious than normal. We still really need your help. Zoos all over the country are in danger of closing right now. And while we are able to open, this is something where we are definitely very far behind where we usually are for the year. So help us out with that. So we want to come in. We love seeing you guys, but this is something where, again, our animals still cost about $2,000 a day. So maybe it's the time now where your donations can really help, but also maybe it's time to sponsor an animal. Guys, if you love us, think about what it takes to go and sponsor Ozzy, or maybe give it a line or something like that. And if you can't, guys, that's okay. But please share this video, comment, tag somebody, tag a friend, tag 6 friends if you got them, and we'd love to go and share that. Like we have our services.
We have Emily watching from Scotland. Hello, Scotland.
Wow, all the way in Scotland. Hello out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, I don't think you guys will be able to come and visit us soon, but thank you guys so much for showing that support. That is amazing. I think that's probably one of the farthest ones I've heard of so far. For our craft today, let's go ahead and get started. We are in the middle of National Pollinators Week, and we've talked about a few different pollinators before. We've talked about hummingbirds, we've done some projects with them. We did our bee craft, but we were thinking about it, we haven't done any butterflies yet, so I thought, how about a great butterfly craft? Now guys, before we get started, this craft for you guys following along at home will be in 2 different parts. So you're gonna have to let yours dry. I will show you that, but you're gonna have to make sure that they dry here in a little bit. So I'll show you what I mean. So we are gonna be making some butterflies today using our, what do we got here? We got our coffee filters. Right here, coffee filters. So I'm gonna show you a couple different ways. I'm gonna be using markers as well as I'll show you another way with food coloring. Looks like we got our first question here.
Oh, we got more people joining in. We've got South Carolina and New Hampshire and Keeper Kylie Rocks.
Oh, yay! I'm glad somebody's tuning in from New Hampshire. I'm really hoping somebody I'm actually related to that, although it's not. Oh, once again, guys.
It's windy.
It's windy if I'm doing a paper project. So, thank you guys. Yes, guys, if you don't know, I am from New Hampshire. A big thing in this field is that you do have to go and travel to get the jobs that you want. So a lot of times keepers are not living where they grew up. So I grew up all the way in New Hampshire. So I'm glad people love me out there, guys. Woo! All right. The first method I'm going to be showing you today is going to be with our food coloring. Give it a nice, cool kind of tie-dye effect. I'm using a little dish right here. There's a little bit of water on here. And I'm just going to take some fun. I'm using fun ones today. Yeah, question.
Did we feel the earthquake? I don't know when the earthquake was. I'm gonna say no.
There's been a bunch of them out here. Most of us down here have not felt them. I've seen it. There's quite a few. It's pretty shaky around here. Okay, so if you have your filter pre-wet it pretty decently. It doesn't have to be sopping wet. And then I'm gonna go and just do a little bit of food coloring. Guys, you don't even really need to drop it on there too much. And I just have this out here. You can use a spoon. I'm just using the bottom here because I just want to go and kind of just get any extra. And you're just going to basically give it a little tie-dye effect. We're not going to do anything crazy today.
Can you say I'm a beautiful butterfly like Heimlich from Bug's Life?
Oh, you guys, I am a beautiful butterfly. I can't do it like him. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I am a beautiful butterfly.
A beautiful butterfly.
I can flutter. I'm light on my toes just like Ozzy is. And I'll just do one more color.
Ozzy is a very good supervisor. He likes to watch, but he also wants the attention.
He does.
All of the attention.
There we go. So this will just give you a nice little tie-dye effect. To make it even more so, you can take a little bit more water and just go on top of it. Oh, my water's open. I'm a professional, guys. It's okay. There you go. So now we can really get that to blend in. Give it a really nice tie-dye effect. It will stain. So guys, that's why I'm using something else. It's food coloring. It'll come off if you don't mind having pink or orange fingers. You know.
As zookeepers, that is not the worst thing on our hands.
No, it actually makes me feel pretty today. That's the closest I'm going to come to a manicure this week. So there you guys have it. Let that dry and you'll be able to go and move them on to your next project. If you want to, because you see there's a little bit of extra dye here, you can remove it. There you go. See, and you can see it's really tie-dyeing out there. There you go. Wash off the extra. There you go. And you can just let that dry. Plop. There you go. See how that tie-dyed really nicely? Super fun, right? Okay. The other way I'm going to show you is by using washable markers. So, guys, don't get too fancy because you see how it's going to end up kind of looking tie-dyed? Same thing. So you don't have to worry putting in a really crazy design on here because when you put water on it, it's going to end up kind of smooshing like that. That's a technical term. If you didn't know that, by the way, it's going to smoosh.
Smoosh, almost like a zhuzh.
Yes. So, there you go. Just go and draw out where you want the colors to be. Also, I would recommend using a dish underneath here or even a baking pan. A baking pan works really well because if you go and you, like a cookie tray, because when you go and you pour the water on there, it won't go anywhere. And because it is a very thin material, whatever you're drawing on, you might end up getting it on the bottom of it. So just make sure it's nothing that you don't mind getting stained on. Now these do dry fairly quickly. They're going to dry in about 15 minutes, gang. So, oh, this one's already a little bit wet. So don't worry if, you want to get to your craft immediately. I know you guys always love doing the craft alongside with me. You're going to have to do this in 2 parts though. So save this post. You'll be able to see it later. I'll still show you what it looks like though. No, you don't. Yep, it's definitely
A blustery day in the
100-acre wood. Please tell me you guys know that reference, 100-acre wood, guys. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Also, if you know that reference. Oh God, guys, I'm so old. Thank you for the kids out there who watch me anyways, even though I'm a really old zookeeper. I'm not, but it's okay. Okay. So I just did some fun little patterns on here. So this one, again, this was dry. The other one you start wet. You start with this one dry, but now we're going to go and get it wet. So we're going to go and dribble some water on there. That's why I'm using a water bottle. I can control the water as it flows out there. So there you go. You can see it's kind of smooshing around. And all the dyes there. So that's why you don't have to worry too much about what your designs on your butterfly wings, these are going to be the wings of the butterflies, will look like because they're going to smoosh out. See? Here we go. Oh, lovely. Pretty nice, huh? There you go. Get the water off there. So now let those sit. So again, food coloring and marker. Honestly, guys, they both will end up looking fairly similar, so don't worry which method you end up using, but let those sit. They're going to have to be completely dry for the next part. So I'm going to take the ones that I did yesterday out. So these are the ones that I did. They're already dry, so those are what your dry ones are going to look like. You will be needing 2 of them to do this. So if you don't have... I want to make sure you have a dry surface. Alright, so you'll need 2 of them, so make sure you do 2 wings. And what you're going to do is you're going to make them into a fan. Have you guys ever learned how to do that in school? So you're going to go and start folding them. There you go. question or comment?
Colleen, thank you so very much for your donation. It is very appreciated.
Oh, you guys, I am so in love with our support and our fan base. It's really breaking my heart that I see other facilities going through some hard times, and I know that we are so loved and so supported here, and you guys have just been really, really amazing people. So thank you. Thank you for sharing us, getting us out there. We've actually received a lot more followers. There was people who didn't know about us, who hadn't heard about us before all this, because it was you guys sharing us and getting us out there. So for your beautiful butterflies at home, are you guys doing your own pattern? Are you guys trying to make them look like a real life butterfly? We do have some beautiful butterflies here in Las Vegas. So even though most people don't think about it, guys, we have some beautiful ones out here. Yes.
So we mentioned in a previous streaming safari that Denise runs away from bees. Butterflies are also another one.
Oh, see, fun fact. You're learning the true facts of keepers today as well. Denise does not know how to nature. One thing I do want to mention is we actually have a very endangered species of butterfly here. It's called the Mount Charleston Blue. So there you go. You've accordioned one of yours. You're going to do that the same for both of them. So yes, that's a butterfly that lives up in the slightly more elevated regions up near Mount Charleston, but they are a butterfly that really needs our protection. So let's talk about pollination a little bit. So pollination is when the animals come in and they get all that fun nectar and pollen off of the plants, and while they're eating it, they get a tasty snack. They're going and they're helping those flowers to grow, and they're going and they're helping the seeds and the pollen spread around, and that helps them to grow more flowers. And that's really important stuff, because there's a lot of things that you guys out there are eating every day that need pollinators to be able to do that. If you guys like those snacks, those veggies and fruits, if you don't like biting into a crisp apple or eating pineapple or drinking coffee, you need pollinators to be able to do that. So that's why this week really focuses on that. If you guys want to help the pollinators in your life, which I do highly recommend getting involved with, just making sure that you guys have a place in your yard. If you guys can, just leave a little place for nature to be nature. We call weeds weeds because they grow where we don't want them to, but here's the thing, they're growing exactly where they need to. Weeds are usually the flowers and plants that the local animals need to survive. So if we end up taking those out for flowers that we think are pretty, a lot of the times the local pollinators end up suffering. Things like the monarch butterfly. If they don't have milkweed, which is a gross smelling weed, it's not pretty at all, but those animals need that to survive, because their caterpillar babies need to eat the milkweed. So if we go and we take all the milkweed out, guess what, guys? We don't have any beautiful monarch butterflies. So we really want to make sure that what we're doing is not just because we think it's pretty, it's also what's best for the world around us. So, all right, guys, you have your two that you've accordioned. Next question or comment?
Ice pack is going to start melting soon. You may want to speed up just a smidge.
Yes. It is extremely hot here, guys. We're almost around 110 today. So thank you guys for bearing with us. All right, take your pipe cleaner. You have your two wings. We're going to go and smoosh them around.
It's going to be your word of the day, isn't it?
It is. I'm doing a lot of smooshing today. There we go.
Brian may have come into the barn because Ozzy's investigating.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Ozzy is the most curious giraffe in the world. Now, what's a butterfly without their antenna? And do you guys know what the butterflies use to go and sip the nectar out of plants? What that word is? Have you guys ever heard that before? It begins with a P. I'll let you guys give a moment to go and type it out if you guys know it. Very excited. It's called a proboscis. And if you don't say it like that, I'm going to be super disappointed. Proboscis. Be very, very fancy. So there you go. Look at that, guys.
It's so pretty.
Beautiful butterflies today. So again, you guys are going to be doing this at home. You'll need your two wings that you accordion together. You attach them using your pipe cleaner, and then you just go and spread out the wings. And there you go. beautiful. What do you think, guys? Ozzy. Oh, we're itching. We're an itchy giraffe. All right, guys, that's going to wrap us up because I don't want us to go and cut. As you can see, it's going to be a messy activity. So just make sure you're prepared for that. This will obviously come out with soap and water, though, because it is just food coloring or markers. So that's why we chose that today. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave us down below. Do you have a favorite butterfly? What are your favorite butterflies? Show me your butterflies. I can't wait to see your crafts. I love seeing them, guys. Even if you see this video 4 weeks from now, go ahead, take a picture. I don't care. I love seeing them. And again, guys, please, if you have the ability to go and donate now, a little goes a long way. If everybody watching here just donated just a couple of dollars, that's a huge amount. You just fed our tortoises for the day. You just helped feed Ozzy for the day. So that's a really, really big thing that all comes together in such tiny amounts. If you guys can't, thank you. We understand that there's a lot of people right now who are unsure of what tomorrow's going to bring. We understand, guys, but this is where you guys can still help. Sharing, getting the word out. If you guys can go and get this video just a little bit farther, if you share it just a little bit more, if you tag just one more friend, we're going to go and reach that, and hopefully we'll be able to go and get that going, and we'll be able to make that huge support because this is something. Oh, see, it's windy. See, oh, it's already drying. See, now it's already drying. It's already blowing away because I always want to do crafts when it's windy. Caitlin never has this problem. All right, guys. Check us out soon. Come and visit us. We will be open on Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Come visit
What
us.
about Friday?
Oh yeah, I don't care about Fridays because I don't work. Whatever. Don't come on Friday because you won't see me, obviously. Which is the only reason you want to come, me and Ozzy. But yes, Thursday through Monday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can pre-purchase online through our website. And we can't wait to see you. Say hi when you come in. Alright guys, that about wraps it up. Catch you again next time. Bye everyone.